Byron Evans, number 56, right in the middle of your screen. And Steve Everett, the center, working on him. Watch Everett just push him, and finally when Horde broke free, Everett stayed on top of him, and apparently that's exactly when Byron Evans got hurt.
And Evans is still down. He, of course, is the top tackler for the Philadelphia Eagles. And while they tend to Byron Evans, let's check in with Greg Gumbel at NFL Live for another update. Greg?
All right, Tom, our viewers in Cincinnati unable to see the Bengals-Oilers because the game didn't sell out. We'll be happy to know Jeff Blake is still doing it. The Bengal quarterback, 21 yards to Carl Pickens. It's a 10-10 tie. Bengals and Oilers in the second quarter, Tom.
All right, Greg. Boy, Blake has been sensational, and what must David Klingler be thinking at the moment? All that time and money the Bengals have invested in him, and here is Blake, a sensation.
Kid has some of the quickest feet you have ever seen, Tom. I'm telling you, and he is so unafraid to take a blow, and cocky, too. He's really made a difference in Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, Byron Evans is still on the turf.
And this is an injury the Eagles simply cannot afford. He is the emotional leader. He is he's the guy that makes a difference with this defense.
He suffered a broken arm last year and missed 5 games. Still wound up as the number 2 tackler on the team. In his 6th year as a starter, an 8-year veteran from Arizona, and he's been the leading tackler a couple of times for the Philadelphia Eagles and leads them this season, being helped to his feet.
You know, but he always played in someone else's shadow. Whether it was Seth Joyner or Reggie White or Clyde Simmons, always somebody got more attention on this team. But this is the year that Byron Evans has really emerged as the best player that the Eagles have.
So far, this game has been an unmitigated disaster for the Philadelphia Eagles. They trail 10-0. The Browns threatening again. Their leading tackler has just gone out of the game. They also lost one of their starting offensive linemen to injury, Antone Davis. Brett Hager, the backup to Byron Evans, number 54 in the game in his 6th year from Texas, made 5 starts when Evans was out with that broken arm a year ago.
And Hager had a career-high 78 tackles last year, only 49 tackles in his first 4 years combined.
Holding penalty sets the ball back to the 22. First down. Take the reverse to Metcalf, and the pass broken up. That time William Fuller was not fooled. You remember they tried that play earlier for a big gain. Fake to Metcalf on the reverse, throw a screen to Horde. That time Fuller would have none of it.
William Fuller, number 90 or number 95, has really emerged as such a tremendous defensive lineman. 8 sacks already. Nate Newton, the fine offensive lineman of the Dallas Cowboys, says that he was the best free agent pickup in the league this year.
Leroy Horde up the middle, dragged down by Brett Hager, replacing Byron Evans at linebacker, at middle linebacker. The Utes Illustrated starting to kind of write by itself there, isn't it?
Thinking about
I thought Halloween was over.
Giving this thing one big knock and blowing it away here.
That's the situation with a 3rd and long coming up for the Cleveland Browns. Brian Kinchen agitated about something.
Unsportsmanlike, number 88 of the offense. 15 yards, still 3rd down.
Bill Belichick can't believe it. I don't have any idea how you get an unsportsmanlike conduct call once you're back in the huddle. I don't care how mad you are. You don't keep chirping at the official when you're down in field goal range.
Well, a holding penalty, now an unsportsmanlike conduct, have taken the Browns out. As you see Jerry Austin close by Kinchen, who is really angry. His teammates trying to calm him down. Watching him push Leroy Horde away. Now it's 3rd and 32 from the 34-yard line. Different pass broken up, intended for Carrier. Otis Smith able to flick it away.
And that's the first time this ball game we've seen this Eagles defense really make a stand. but now, and there's Byron Evans being taken off the field. Now the bonehead play by Brian Kinchin may well cost his team a shot at a field goal, and they do have the punter, Tom Tupa, on the field.
So the 15-yard penalty, Brian Kinchin, has cost them a chance at 3 points, and Tupa will try to kick it deep inside Philadelphia territory to keep it out of the end zone. Goes straight up in the air. Seidner calls a fair catch and makes it at the 15 or 16-yard line. Good catch by Seidner in traffic. Kinchin, bad play for the Browns. Cleveland, just over 8 minutes left in the second quarter. It could be more than that, but Brian Kinchin's unsportsmanlike 15 yards took them out of field goal range. And the Eagles hoping for some unity to get their offense on track. This hasn't been a very good game for tight ends. Mark Bavaro missed a couple of passes that could have given the Eagles first downs, and then Kinchin, with that bonehead play, costing the Browns a chance at 3. 2 penalties. The Browns would have had the ball inside the 5. Instead, they have to punt. Quick drop by Cunningham. Nothing there. Scrambles and throws it up for grabs. It'll sail out of bounds. It'll be second down as we go to Greg Gumbel for an update from NFL Live.
All right, Tom, in Kansas City, in the rain, a Dale Carter punt return set up Kimmel Landers for a 1-yard touchdown run. In the second quarter now, the Chiefs leading San Diego 10-0. Back to you.
All right, Greg, big game at Arrowhead, and we have a 10-0 score here, too, with the visiting Browns on top of the Eagles. Pitch it to Hebron with a blocker in front. Cut back. Vaughn Hebron to the 25-yard line, just about a yard short of the first down. Pepper Johnson finally broke it up.
First half really has been all Cleveland Browns so far, even though the Eagles defense finally made a bit of a stand there, but the Eagles offensively, that's not strong.
Charlie Garner, the outstanding rookie, the leading rusher for the Eagles, out of the game in a moment. Antone Davis, by the way, shaken up earlier, is back for Phillips. Hebron in the flat, goes one-on-one, and has the first down for the Eagles, just short of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia, the best 3rd-and-1 team in the NFL. They now have converted 29 of 32 in those situations. The problem today is they haven't gotten into that 3rd-and-1 situation.
And we have not seen much of Charlie Garner at all. Charlie Garner really going through almost the exact same situation that Hebron went through a year ago, in which he fumbled the ball a couple of times. Really has not had the kind of success blocking that Rich Kotite and his staff had hoped. So he finds himself on the sidelines.
Garner, with a number of nagging injuries, has not carried the ball today. Play action pass. Cunningham's in trouble. He got away from the rush. Now sends it way downfield. And the pass is incomplete. Flag down. Interference. Barnett was streaking downfield against the rookie Antonio Langham. And Langham will be called for interference. And that's exactly what Eric Turner was saying. On a scramble, busted play, it could be a touchdown.
Pass interference. Number 38 of the defense. First down.
Don't think that Cunningham, if he's scrambling, can't get the ball that deep.
And the thing about the bootleg action is it draws the safeties out of the middle of the field to cover the tight ends on the crossing routes. It left Langham one-on-one against Calvin Williams, or against Fred Barnett, and I agree with the call. I thought it was pass interference.
Frank Stamms put the pressure on Cunningham, but he made the play. A 47-yard penalty. Hebron dodging, diving to the 20-yard line. Give him 3 or 4 yards on first down.
Randall Cunningham really has had a terrific year so far this season. You take out that Dallas game in which he threw 4 interceptions, and other than that, he has 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, some of the best numbers he's put up in some time.
He's 5 of 11 for only 26 yards to start this game. We're in the second quarter. Less than 6 minutes remaining, and a 10-0 Cleveland lead. Cunningham with time delivers it complete to Barnett. Hit just short of the first down by Don Griffin.
And the thing about one of those long pass plays, even though it wasn't completed, it was the penalty, it sort of unsettles your defense. They had been playing so well, sort of coming up in the flats, making the big hits on the plays underneath, and then all of a sudden Fred Barnett gets behind them, and you can see Cleveland's secondary just a little unsettled now. Antonio Langham out of the ballgame.
Barnett with his first catch sets up one of those 3rd and 1s again for the Eagles. They are great in this situation. Hebron with a sweep. Walker's in front. Hebron for the touchdown. Vaughn Hebron with a 15-yard touchdown run after the interference call against Langham put the Eagles in scoring position.
And Lester Holmes was the lead blocker on that play. Lester Holmes, who did such a great job last week against Eric Swan, sprung him for the touchdown.
Eddie Murray has hit 186 straight points after touchdown, 187 now, tops in the NFL. And that penalty unsportsmanlike by Kinchin might turn out to be the turning point in this game. Our touchdown scamper has the Eagles within 3 of the Cleveland Browns with just over 5 minutes left until halftime. Kickoff taken at the 5-yard line by Randy Baldwin. And Baldwin leads the league in kickoff returns. Set sail down the sideline. Just tripped up by Murray, the kicker, at the last minute. He's all the way deep into Eagle territory. A 62-yard return by Randy Baldwin, who earlier this season against the Cincinnati Bengals had won 85 yards for a touchdown.
And what did Rich Kotite tell us yesterday? He said the key to playing the Cleveland Browns is shutting down their return teams. He said their returns ignite this football team. The first touchdown was set up by Metcalf's punt return, and now comes right back with a big kickoff return. This is exactly what Rich Kotite could not see this afternoon.
And what did Bill Belichick say? Keep your eye on the kicking game.
He had a couple of special plays, didn't he? He wouldn't tell us exactly what. He said just make sure you watch it.
That one officially 65 yards. Kotite can't believe it as the Browns start at the 34 of the Eagles. 10-7 Cleveland. Griffin with a screen to Horde. Leroy Horde hit behind the line and falls forward. Britt Hager made a nice play, replacing the injured Byron Evans.
Lester Holmes right here is going to come out and pull out and really secure the corner for Vaughn Hebron. They did a nice job of cleaning up on Pepper Johnson, and then loss of contain on the outside by Don Griffin and a walk-in for Hebron.
The Eagles touchdown after 3 costly Cleveland penalties. A hold took the ball back from inside the 5. An unsportsmanlike conduct took them out of field goal position, and then an interference covered 47 yards to give the Eagles a chance. Leroy Horde on that carry with the fridge. William Perry stopping it up.
And this right side of the Cleveland Browns offensive line just seems to be so much more effective running the football. Steve Everett is getting healthier. He had that pinched nerve in his neck earlier in the season. Bob Dahl keeps getting better, a former defensive tackle. And Orlando Brown, number 77, they call him Zeus, 6'7", 325 pounds, and they've been pushing around the Eagles so far.
3rd and 4. Leroy Horde's in a slot to the bottom of the screen. Griffin's pass through the hands and a flag down. McCardle saw it zip right through his hands, and Eric Allen could be called for interference.
Eric Allen has just had a terrible season by his standards so far.
Interference. Number 21 of the defense. First down.
Allen's been beaten the last few weeks by Alvin Harper and Desmond Howard and Ricky Prohl for touchdowns. And one of the things that they think has been a problem is that new 5-yard bump rule. They've so strictly enforced it this year, and Allen very physical player, and I didn't see anything.
Obviously nothing there. He wasn't even in contact with him.
Had to